Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. In the last episode, we kicked off the Battle City tournament by challenging a few randos around the Clock Tower Square. This time, we will actually be changing up things a bit, because we will not actually be challenging Rex like I had anticipated that we would be doing. We're actually going to be doing a few different things, but first and foremost, before we get into any actual duels, I want to go over a bit of information that I alluded to last time. That being the attribute cycle of monsters. Or rather, attribute cycles. As I had said in the previous episode, monsters have their own attributes, and they kind of work in a rock, paper, scissors sort of fashion, except it's more circular, and in two different ways. There are a total of 11 types, but for the attribute cycles, only 10 of them are involved, and of those 10, there is one cycle of 4 and one cycle of 6. The first is the Shadow, Light, Fiend, and Dream cycle. No matter what stats you have, Shadow will always beat Light, Light will always beat Fiend, Fiend will always beat Dream, and Dream will always beat Shadow. Likewise for the 6th stage attribute cycle, Pyro or Fire will always beat Forest/Wood. Forest will always beat Wind. Wind will always beat Earth. Earth will always beat Thunder. Thunder will always beat Aqua or Water. And Aqua will always beat Pyro. So, fairly simple, kinda easy to get your head around. Anyway, we're actually going to be heading north to this area, because if you recall, I went up to this graveyard looking around for people, but there was no one here. But there is someone now, or rather 3 someones, in this little alleyway between the graveyard and the Clock Tower Square. We're going to be dueling all 3 of these guys, so let's get right on in. So you want to do this? You sure of it? Yes, I am definitely sure of it, so let's just use twin long rods as the ante and get started. Huh. Well, that's serendipitous. Though it's not a card that I really like, Contract of the Mask is one of the stronger cards that we've got. Let's actually look into the details. A ritual for summoning a Mask of Shine and Dark with tributes. For this, 2 monsters and a Mask of Darkness are needed. Okay, so basically by having Mask of Darkness on the field with 2 other monsters as tributes, we can activate that card and get a new monster, but we'll have to wait a while on that. Okay. We'll just have Frog the Jam join us and have Mask of Darkness clear out any monsters that he summons. Okay, we'll set this trap. And now let's activate Contract of the Mask. Or not. I kind of forget how that works, so let's just actually have our monsters attack. And then, just in case that ritual doesn't work out, we can take care of it. Okay, good, that House of Adhesive Tape helped out. Now then, let's... Okay, 2 tributes required, so let's sacrifice these 2. and Contract of the Mask was activated. It turned Mask of Darkness into this Mask of Shine and Dark, which is a divine monster. Unlike other attributes, divines can't be destroyed via attribute cycle, so they're pretty powerful. Though this Mask of Shine and Dark is one of the weaker ones, from what I can see. Anyway, let's actually have this Bone Mask summon, because that ritual summon counted as a special summoning, so we were able to summon Bone Mouse alongside it. Anyway, looking pretty good. Let's actually sacrifice the Bone Mouse to bring out the Saber Slasher. And Mask of Shine and Dark will land another massive hit. And we're pretty much set, so let's just have Saber Slasher finish this, and Mask of Shine and Dark finish this. Alright, we get an increase of deck capacity by 5. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Every time that you increase your deck capacity by a total of 6, you will gain 1 duelist level. So, dueling a lot will definitely help you out. Inky, not all that great. Alright, let's challenge this guy next. Challenge Mr. Bonz in the cemetery past here. With a little luck, you may be able to win. Go duel with someone else. Okay, I guess my memory is a bit shoddy. I thought you had to duel all 3 of these guys, but I guess it's just 1. And as we can see, Bonz is here. What? What do you want? If you don't want anything, you're in my way. Alright, well, let's challenge you to a duel. You want to duel with me? I never turn down anyone's challenge. You look weak enough too. But on one condition, we duel for locator cards. Your locator card is as good as mine. Alright, well, I'm actually going to bet this Zanky we just won. And he's starting things off with a defense position monster, not that we can't deal with that, so let's have this little Chimera go in and attack. Okay, pretty good. Alright, with that, let's just sacrifice that little Chimera, bring up Saber Slasher. And now, we're in pretty much a solid position. Let's just have Saber Slasher basically clear the board and let our weaker monsters do the chipping. So yeah, this guy is not going to be all that difficult. He doesn't play on he plays on a normal field. His cards are pretty weak, but it's to be expected. He's the first major boss, I suppose you could consider him. Let's just actually sacrifice these 2 and bring out the last warrior, and then have Saber Slasher take out that 1 defense monster so that we can just get us a nice clean hit in. Right, making quick work of this. He'll have just a little bit of life points left, but not anything we can't deal with. You know what, just because we actually have him now, let's have these 2 weaker guys just finish him off. Bring back my deck leader from Duels to the Roses to finish off our first major boss. So yeah, not all that difficult, but there is a difference for bosses. Your deck capacity increases by a whopping 30, and you gain a lot of money. And I got his Ace Monster, Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts. Ghostly Pumpkin with the ability to power up the player's Armored Zombie, Dragon Zombie, and Clown Zombie in play. Not all that great, but hey, it's something. It's my loss. My ultimate ghost deck was laid to rest. A locator card was obtained. We now have 2. Alright, well that was rather quick, so let's actually quickly take a look at our status. Duelist level 88, deck capacity of 1650, and 1373 Domino. I suppose I should actually, before we do anything else, holding B, or A, while on the map will allow you to run, which is very useful for getting around. Let's go to the card shop, because there is actually something that I actually recently just learned about this game. Outside of the card passwords, which you can look up online to get them into the shop to purchase, there are 2 passwords that are single use that you can use for other effects. And I'm going to share them here now, just because even without these, this game is very easy, so I don't really see any harm in having these activated. So just enter in 980252229, and that will, well actually, that adds 100 capacity to you one time, which is very useful. And then the second password, which I won't actually use, but I will show what it is, 626265114, is actually a code that will instantly give you 50,000 Domino. So it's actually a very useful code, but I won't be making use of it, just because I already used the deck capacity one, which I think bumped up my, it bumped up my duelist level quite a bit, so that's a bit much for right now, but it does take care of the one major hurdle that I was experiencing last episode when I couldn't get Rex to duel me, and I actually couldn't get Rex to duel me at the end of the last episode I checked. So, since we took quite easy care of Bonz, let's just actually challenge Rex, if he'll stay still long enough for me to do so. What? You want to challenge me at your wimpy level? I don't have time for that. Some other time. Alright, I guess we're still not there. Huh. Alright, well, I guess we can just... You know what? Since I did show that he was there, let's actually go up to the house and talk to Tristan. Yo, Seipher. As a member of the Booster Club, I'm expecting big things from you, Seipher. Alright, well, let's do this. Roar! It's a duel. Okay, so, while Tristan is in this area, he is basically a repeatable boss that you can challenge over and over again to easily increase your deck capacity and thus duelist level. I don't really see him as much of a challenge, but I figured I might as well point him out since he's rather useful if you want to just sit here and grind for hours on end. Next, we're actually going to use this Witch's Apprentice, since we have it. Its effect is rather useful if you use a lot of shadow monsters. All shadow monsters will get basically the same effect as an equip boost, which, yeah, all equip spells in this game can pretty much have the same effect. They'll give you 500 extra attack and 500 extra defense. Nerfs will also lower your stats by 500 unless otherwise specified, but that's not really important for right now. Anyway, let's just summon this Dharma Cannon, and we'll have our monsters just start whacking at him. Right. Yeah, as you can expect, Tristan doesn't have any good cards whatsoever, so he's gonna lose rather easily. But he's mainly here just to give you a means to grind if you so choose. And just like that, we beat him in, I think, only a few minutes. Deck capacity increased by 5, 187 Domino, and Prospector of the Dun. Not all that great, but whatever. Hey, let's duel again, huh? I'll be looking forward to a rematch with you. Alright, well, that was alright. Well, I suppose we should actually take a look around the area a bit. There are other no-name duelists we could fight, but right now I figure we should go down to this area, Yugi's grandpa's game shop, and we can see Joey here. Yo, Seipher. Hey, I did it, man. I wasted no time in getting my first locator card. How are things going for you, Seipher? Hey, way to go. You've only started, but hey, hang tough. Alright. It looks like you're doing well. And Joey, well, he's having a rough time. It'd be nice if all three of you make the finals. You may save the game at your own house, Seipher. Face the PC on your desk and press the A button. Well, I didn't need to know that since I showed that off in the first episode, but thank you, Solomon. Way. Oh yeah, I think this guy is a bit important. Are you a regular here? Is this place really that Yugi's house? I really admire him. Yugi's so cool. Alright. A duel with me? Well, okay. But I'm not very strong. Well, not... I thought he was the important guy, but I guess not. Let's just bet Zenki again. Alright. Let's see what this guy can do. I don't expect much. We're still in the rather early stages where these duelists can't really do much and don't really have all that strong of cards. Though I do expect that to change as we get further in. If only somewhat. Let's see here. Alright, let's have all of our monsters just take out this guy. And I think one more turn ought to do it. You know what, let's sacrifice that Frog the Jam and just bring out Morphean. And we're a little short, but oh well. We can easily deal with this. Now then, Electric Lizard, that's actually a pretty decent card, I think. Small lizard that uses electric power to stun its foe, can stop one foe on the field from moving for one turn. Oh well, I lost. But you're Yugi's friend. No wonder you're strong. Alright, well with that, let's actually go into the deck and let's take out one monster. This Sinister Serpent isn't doing much, so let's take it out of the deck, go into the trunk, and let's see if we can find that electric lizard. Where is it? Get how to actually rearrange things in here. I know. It changes how it's listed. Number, name, attack, defense, type, summon. Okay. Oh, the attribute, not the quantity. So, how many do we have? We have at least one electric lizard, so that should put it toward the bottom of at least the cards we own. There we go. We'll move it to the deck. And good. Now then, with that, we should be okay. Now, let's see if we can actually challenge Rex, and if not, we'll... Yeah, I figured. Alright, well... Let's go over this way and up to this area. And we can see somebody's waiting for us. However, I don't entirely feel like challenging him right this instant, so I think I'm going to end things off here. So, I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.